Imagine waking up in a sun-drenched villa, sipping coffee on a cobblestone terrace, and checking your bank account to find that the government just deposited money into it because you live there. It sounds like a scam, but it's not. Across the world, a growing number of countries, some of them among the most beautiful, luxurious, and livable on Earth, are actually paying people to move in. Why? Because in the battle for talent, tourism, and revitalization, cities and even entire islands are offering serious incentives to attract remote workers, young families, and skilled professionals. And while most people think of getting paid to live somewhere as a quirky travel hack, the reality is much bigger. It's becoming a global migration strategy. Welcome to the world of luxury destinations that will pay you to live there. This isn't budget backpacking. These are high-end enclaves, Mediterranean villages, European cultural hubs, and even tropical escapes, where governments are handing out grants, subsidies, and tax breaks just for showing up. Let's explore the most stunning, surprising, and seductive places where your dream life comes with a paycheck. 1. Albinen, Switzerland. $25,000 to move into a postcard. Tucked high in the Swiss Alps, Albinen looks like a movie set. Timber chalets, winding roads, and sweeping views of the Rhone Valley. But despite its beauty, Albinen has a problem. It's too quiet. Young people have left for cities, schools have shut down, and homes are sitting empty. So the town did something bold. It started offering cash. $25,000 per adult and $10,000 per child to families willing to move there permanently. That means a family of 4 could receive $70,000 simply for relocating. There's a catch. You have to stay for at least 10 years and invest in property worth at least $200,000. But considering the views, clean air, and Swiss standard of living, it's not a bad trade. And yes, this is real. Approved applicants get the money in cash, deposited once residency is confirmed. 2. Antikythera, Greece. Island life with a government salary. This Greek island has no nightlife, no traffic, and no stress. What it does have is free housing, a monthly salary, and Mediterranean views that rival Santorini, without the tourists. Antikythera, population 24, is offering new residents free land, a house, and a monthly stipend of about $600 for 3 years to help revive the island. The goal? Bring in new families to rebuild the population and create a self-sustaining community. Sponsored in part by the Greek Orthodox Church, this initiative targets people who want to live simply but comfortably, fishing, farming, working remotely, or just escaping the grid. It's not for everyone, but for those craving unplugged luxury with a paycheck, it's paradise. 3. Presic, Italy. $30,000 to buy a home in the Italian south, Puglia, Italy, famous for olive groves, whitewashed towns, and turquoise beaches. But many villages here, like Presici, are losing residents, so they've launched a cash incentive, up to €30,000, about $32,000 USD, to buy and renovate an abandoned home in the village. The homes are centuries old, filled with historic character, and minutes from the coast. Your money goes toward both the purchase price and required renovations. You also get tax breaks and bonuses for starting a business or having a child. Imagine restoring a stone home from the 1700s, walking to the market each morning, and living the Italian lifestyle, all while being paid to do it. 4. Sardinia, Italy. Mediterranean island life, subsidized. If mainland Italy isn't secluded enough for you, how about moving to Sardinia, the second largest island in the Mediterranean? In 2022, Sardinia announced it would offer up to €15,000, around €16,000 USD, to anyone who relocates to one of its rural towns and commits to becoming a permanent resident. The money can be used to buy or renovate a house, and recipients must live there full-time. It's part of the island's fight against depopulation and part of Italy's larger strategy to keep its most scenic towns from turning into ghost villages. 5. Mauritius, tax-free island living with a premium visa. Let's switch hemispheres, because it turns out Paradise has a visa program. Mauritius, a small island nation off the coast of East Africa, isn't offering cash directly, but it offers something arguably better, A 1-year renewable premium visa with no income tax on foreign earnings, no property tax for new residents, and no capital gains tax. The government is actively courting remote workers, retirees, and investors who want to live in luxury but escape the tax burden of the West. What do you get? Miles of white sand beaches, 5-star resorts, top-tier hospitals, and a booming real estate market tailored to global elites. 6. Valletta, Malta, the citizenship by investment. Capital few places combine luxury and legal flexibility like Malta. Its capital, Valletta, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site with historic mansions, yachts in the harbor, and rooftop bars with sea views. But what makes Malta stand out is its citizenship by investment program. For an investment starting at €600,000, including a donation to the National Fund and real estate investment, you can receive Maltese citizenship in just 12 to 36 months, along with EU travel rights, business privileges, and a very favorable tax structure. While you're not being paid in cash, the perks, visa-free travel to 180-plus countries, EU access, and elite tax residency can be worth millions over time. 7. Lisbon, Portugal, remote worker paradise with residency perks. Portugal doesn't offer cash, but it does offer one of the best golden visa programs in the world, especially if you're willing to work or invest in areas outside Lisbon and Porto. What makes it luxury? Picture this. A penthouse. Portugal's digital nomad visa now allows remote workers earning over €3,000 per month to live and work legally with tax exemptions under the non-habitual resident scheme. In other words, Lisbon gives you an upscale European lifestyle and savings on income tax for 10 years. 8. Tokyo, Japan. Get paid to move to the world's largest megacity. The Japanese government has started offering financial incentives for families and professionals to relocate from overcrowded metro centers to underpopulated suburbs and rural towns. But even within Tokyo, certain districts offer grants and stipends for families with children. In some cases, families receive $10,000 plus US dollars in moving support, childcare subsidies. The incentive isn't always cash. It's reduced costs for housing, utilities, and daily life. When you're living in one of the most efficient, clean, and technologically advanced cities in the world, that discount translates into serious quality of life. 9. Palawan, Philippines. Build a resort, live like royalty. Looking for beachfront property and a business opportunity? Palawan, a UNESCO-protected island in the Philippines, has started offering tax holidays and development incentives to foreign investors willing to open eco-lodges, boutique hotels, or sustainable tourism projects. In return, the government provides tax breaks for up to 6 years, land lease deals for under $1,000 per year, and access to investment grants and expedited permits. You won't get a check in the mail, but the support you get can fast-track a luxury lifestyle where you're the one hosting guests at $600 a night. 10. Charleston, South Carolina, USA. Yes, even the US is paying people to move. Let's wrap in the US, where smaller cities are getting creative. Charleston is one of the country's most historic and most desirable coastal cities. Now, it's part of a growing wave of US cities offering $10,000 plus cash incentives, free co-working space, and relocation support for remote workers willing to relocate. Through programs like Remote Shoals, Tulsa Remote, and Ascend West Virginia, places like Charleston are building high-end communities where new residents can live well and work from anywhere. You get Southern charm, cobblestone streets, world-class food, and yes, a signing bonus. So what's the catch? There's always a catch. Some programs require a minimum investment. Others require that you stay for 1, 3, or even 10 years. Many require that you buy property, start a business, or commit to living full-time. In a world where remote work is rising and cities are competing for talent, the real winners are the people who know how to live well and get paid for it. Which of these luxury destinations would you move to? Drop your pick in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into hidden travel hacks, remote work cities, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because your next paycheck might just come with a plane ticket.